Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Opportunity Knocks. This is the mini edition. We are still here up in Boston. We've had a great 2 days talking about all things business, marketing, sales, systems, lead generation. And we've had some great conversations with people. I wanted to bring a couple guests on just to give you a little insight. So this time we are sitting down with an old friend of mine, Chris Eagan from historic Louisville, Kentucky. Chris, thank you so much for stopping in and doing this. We appreciate it.
Thanks for asking me to do it, Dean.
So, Chris, you brought up a great point earlier in the day. We talk about sales and there's always unique products. Clearly in Louisville, there's a lot of historic properties. And when you deal with historic, there's a lot of unique features to some of those homes. You brought up a good subject and touched on it a little bit, how you go about evaluating those unique properties.
Right, exactly. Because, of course, the rule in real estate is we're always looking for what's recently sold or is currently under agreement. We're looking for similar styled properties, right?
Right.
I will often hear folks in Louisville, because we do have the largest collection of preserved Victorian homes in the nation in the old Louisville neighborhood, as well as a significant amount of 7 different historic preservation districts, a number of different historic established neighborhoods. And we've got an array of architecture, an array of architectural styles from Italianate all the way up to Craftsman, but all of these 1870s through 1930s era homes with all kinds of built by different architects, all different styles. So a lot of times people say my home's completely unique. How are you going to find something similar?
Right. There's nothing comparable to it.
Right. There's really not, exactly. So what we're looking for there, Dean, really is we're looking at certain universal principles. And of course, the first thing we're always starting with there is the public data, just what the tax assessor says it's worth. That's going to be a what we call a trailing indicator of value.
Okay.
Typically, the tax assessor is going to run 12 to 18 months behind the real market value. But we're looking to see what the trends are there. So we use that as a starting point, from regardless of the age or the exact architectural style. So we're looking at sold homes in the area, looking at that public data. Then from there, we're looking into the setting, because you'll have homes in these historic neighborhoods that will be, some of them may be on the corner of busier streets, Bardstown Road, Frankfurt Avenue being our 2 main commercial pedestrian-friendly drags. So we're looking at, is it on the corner of one of those busy streets, or is it tucked back a little bit more?
Okay.
Looking at the setting, looking at the lot size, what it faces, that sort of thing. And then from there, really, we're looking at condition. Now, the homes that we find that are usually bring the utmost value in the historic preservation areas are those homes that have updated kitchens and updated baths, but retain the historic details. And
there's still that charm and that old school feel to it.
Exactly. It's sort of the best of both worlds, So we're going to try to look at homes that are in similar condition. And when we go into a home to value it, we're going to look at when the bath and the kitchens were last updated, combined with how many stained glass windows they have, whether or not they have pocket doors, how ornate the fireplace mantels are, whether or not they have inlaid hardwood floors, those sort of things. So we're really looking at that so much. And then from there, of course, we look at just the total market trends. How many homes are on the area, or how many homes are on the market in the area? Just want to make sure that we don't value a home above a home that has more features than we do. And keeping in mind with those historic homes, a lot of times those features, a premium is assigned to having that combination of the best of both worlds. So, and if not, we're looking and seeing what if that original charm remains.
Beautiful. So basically what you're saying is you can't just compare. When you're dealing with unique products, there is no apples and apples or apples to oranges. There's apples to pineapples to grapefruits and everything else.
Exactly.
So you're a believer like me that we're not looking to figure out what things cost based on what they had previously sold for.
Right, exactly.
The market, especially in the real estate world, and like I say to people all the time, real estate's what I do. I've done with most of my life. Therefore, I'm going to relate everything to that. This not being a real estate specific podcast, but I think people can take so much from what we do and apply it to other industries, similar to things where I've done where, in some of my other business ventures, I've taken what I've learned from real estate and applied it in other places. So moving forward, understanding what's going on with the market, basically what you're saying is everybody needs to stay ahead of the game, understand what's happening, and put the right bet on the right changes to the market, being that it always does have that flexibility to it.
Completely, certainly. And particularly when you have a historic home, keep in mind that typically that which does draw the greatest premium is that which retains some of the old historic charm.
Exactly.
And if someone can brighten up their space while at the same time keeping those mantels, keeping those stained glass windows, that sort of thing, but still update the baths and the kitchen, make the overall, maybe give it a fresh coat of paint, but be sensitive to that historic character, then they're really going to stand in a premium position.
Simplicity sometimes is the key to everything.
Completely, always.
Terrific. Well, Chris, listen, I appreciate you stopping by. We're going to share this. We're going to hook you up and tag you in all of our social profiles. If people are looking for a property in one of the most unique cities in the country, in Louisville, horse country, definitely we're going to connect you, and we want you to reach out to Chris. And listen, tell your audience if there's anything out there that they need. Basically, you guys run the same kind of model that we do. We're always looking to bring value to people first. So
Certainly,
I appreciate
always.
you stopping by. Thank you
My
so
pleasure.
much, Chris.
Thank you, Dean.